All right, guys, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Make a video 2 days ago. We're at what? $57,000, $56,000. Go to bed 24 hours later. We're at $62,000. Kind of what I've been talking about, guys. We're going to be in a range. It's going to be just crazy volatile. Probably go back up to 70,000, then back down to 60, maybe back into the 50s. It's going to be a roller coaster. It's going to be a roller coaster. And like I said, this was all predicted. This is what we've been talking about. Even Arthur Hayes, who a lot of people respect, I don't really respect him all that much. He seems like kind of a lowlife, but he's saying the same thing. Here he is. Bitcoin hits 62,000 as crypto bounces. Correction likely over, but expect a slow grind higher, says Arthur Hayes. Bitcoin will likely trade in a range between 60,000 and 70,000 throughout the next few months, the former BitMEX CEO said. I'm going to actually say we're probably going to be between 55,000 and 70,000. I think we still could go lower. It's just volatile. It's just volatile. So I do think we'll probably get back in the 50s. But I do think the major correction was over. A lot of that scared money did sell. One reason that we are bouncing is the whole economy is in like complete shambles. And essentially what the Fed needs and what has to happen in this economy is we have to go into a recession. That will reset. It's kind of like when cryptocurrency dumps and it kind of resets everything. Well, the economy needs to dump. Jobs, we need to go into the gutter with the jobs numbers. We need it so nobody can afford anything. The entire economy just kind of has to come to a standstill. And that's the only way this inflation is going to get under control. So interestingly, the job numbers come out on CNBC and job numbers are down, which everybody's been paying attention knows that not as many companies are hiring right now. And normally that would crash the stock market. But because investors in Bitcoin, stocks, and whatever, they know we have to have a recession. We have to have a pullback in the economy. For everything to reset and for the Fed to be able to lower interest rates, they're seeing this lackluster job performance as bullish, and they're all and the stock market's rallying and Bitcoin's rallying. So that's kind of what's going on in a nutshell. Economy looks like shit, but that's making the markets go up because we live in some kind of bizarro world, and people know, all the smart money, everybody knows the economy has to crash into the gutter for anything to happen, for there to be any chance that the Fed lowers interest rates, which I don't think they're going to lower interest rates. I don't think they can. They might lower like one little midget before the election just so they can kind of like save face, but it's not going to really mean anything. So that gave us a nice little bullish pump, and that's kind of what's taken Bitcoin back up with it. A little bit of Cardano news. Cardano mega 4,000% rally might be ahead, analyst teases. Top analyst predicts Cardano $4,000 surge if history repeats. Renowned crypto analyst Ali Martinez says a 4,000% rally might be on the horizon for Cardano. The analyst optimistic forecast recent price increase for Cardano. In an X post, Twitter, I hate when they say X, Twitter, Martinez emphasizes that Cardano's current price movement follows historical patterns. The analyst claims that a 50% drop in the price of the cryptocurrency in the past month could be a golden opportunity for Cardano, citing observations from historical patterns. That's what we've been talking about. I follow Cardano like I follow my kids. Like Cardano went up to 80 cents last month. That was a top. Then went right back down to 40-some cents. 50% dump, boom, just like that. Hit a top, boom. Now we're coming back up. And if you bought some Cardano on that dump like I did, congratulations. But it does look like that's what, like, not just Cardano, what other cryptocurrencies are doing too. They all pretty much had a 40 or 50% dump. A lot of these meme coins, some of these meme coins went down 80%, 70%, and you see them coming back up. Even if you look at Live Coin Watch, I mean, most coins for Bitcoin coming up, a lot of these big cap coins are up between 6 and 10% today. So as Bitcoin continues to make its way up to 70,000, clearly the altcoins are going to go crazy. Although I'm going to stick by my original prediction. I don't think much is going to happen this month. I really just think we're going to be in a range. It's going to be boring. It's going to be fun. It is fun to see these kind of movements, but I don't think Bitcoin's going to get back to all-time highs, or at least go past all-time highs until we get into like that midsummer range. And then once we blow past the all-time high again, then it's like full stop, foot on the gas. Bitcoin will not be stopped until we go into the end of the year. And that's kind of what I think is going to happen. And just to finish off, just to let you guys know that, why I'm so bullish. I found this article. Bitcoin gets back above 60,000 after Coinbase and Block drop blockbuster earnings. So essentially, all these exchanges that handle Bitcoin, all these companies that are involved with Bitcoin, like MicroStrategy, they just keep going up and up and up. Their earnings keep going up and up and up, which basically is common sense. Basically says that every day, more and more people are flooding into the markets. More and more people are interested in getting into Bitcoin. Of course, Coinbase is the way that your average investor, your average guy who doesn't know a lot about crypto, the way he's going to buy Bitcoin or Litecoin or Cardano is going to be going on to Coinbase. And Coinbase has seen record profits, which does mean that retail investors are flooding into these markets. At least over the last year. And I do think that's going to continue going into the end of the year, or at least into the fall. So everything's looking great, guys. I mean, look, who would have thought? I mean, I really didn't think we'd be back up to about 62,000. I thought it might take a little while, maybe a week. I thought we'd get to about 60,000, but then we'd probably kind of maybe dump back down to 58 again, then maybe up to 60 and just kind of hang out there. But no, we pumped up to 62,000. Will we get back up to 65 by the end of the weekend? I don't know. Traditionally, weekends are kind of weak. It really doesn't matter. The key is here, guys, is you want to ignore the volatility. It doesn't faze me at all. It used to faze me. 2018, 2019, I couldn't sleep at night. I've told you guys the stories. It was hell. Like, it really probably took years off my life. But once you live through it, I've always said it's like being like a war veteran. Like the first day you're in like Vietnam, you're like shitting your pants. Then by like the second year, like bullets are whizzing by your head and you just don't care anymore. That's how it is with investing. That's how it is with crypto. I don't care about the volatility. If Bitcoin drops down to $50,000 tomorrow, I really don't even care. In fact, it gives me something to talk about, and I can make a video. Because if Bitcoin didn't pump back up to 62,000 today, I probably wouldn't even make a video. So I like it. I like the volatility. And remember, the volatility is what is going to allow us all to retire at the end of the year. If Bitcoin wasn't so volatile, we wouldn't be making any money. But what goes up must go down. Yes, Bitcoin can drop $10,000 in a day, but it can also pump $10,000 in a day. And right now, the upside far outnumbers the downside, especially we're after the halving. Traditionally, within 2 or 3 months after the halving, we're blowing past all-time highs. We're going into alt season. Guys, we're close. It's summer. I went outside today. I'm in Maryland. It's like 90 degrees over the last couple of days. It's like, man, this winter just like flew by. Now we're in summer. Everything's happening. Things are looking great. Bitcoin back up to $62,000. The one thing is I want to see the markets. The stock market is looking good, and I think the stock market is going to probably look good going into the summer, going into the end of the year. But unfortunately, with the jobs numbers and inflation and everything else going on, I do still stand by. I do think we're going to have full-blown economical collapse in jobs, housing, everything. Everything's going to kind of go into the shitter for a couple years. Probably 2025, 2026 are going to be really shitty, which technically would kind of coincide with going into a crypto bear market anyway. And like I've been always saying, I really hope it all works out so none of that happens until after the bull market. And I probably think that's how it's going to go because we have an election coming up in October and there's no way Joe Biden's going to let the economy collapse before the election. So I think we have it to at least until October, the elections, before the stock market completely collapses. And that should give us more than enough time to get through this crypto bull market and make a ton of money with altcoins and Bitcoin. All right, guys, have a nice weekend. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.